On this week's episode of Power Talk, we're talking about tea, a product that I'm sure is on your table right now almost every day, but perhaps seeing it in a different light, in a way that is more premium and provides more value to everyone, including the farmer. And we're now glad to be joined by the Group MD and CEO of Equity Group, that's Dr. James Mwangi, who, by the way, is very aptly dressed for this conversation. I feel completely underdressed in your presence. And we will talk about this look because it's quite dapper. James, tell us, about this look and what it represents.
Hey, Ron, thank you for having me. We are talking about premium tea. And I'm dressed how I've seen the premium tea consumer dress. My first hosting was in my house when I invited the French ambassador with some European ambassadors. This is how they came dressed because of what they expected of the premium tea. And eventually when we offered it at the state dinner, almost everybody was dressed this way. So I realized this is our new customer for premium tea. And we really need to speak to them with our product and our quality and our branding.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about that now, because this look and everything represents the premium value of Kenyan tea on the global stage, and that was one of the big agreements that was signed at the Africa Forward Summit. Essentially, it's from Murang'a to Paris. So let's talk about this deal and what it means for Kenyan tea, but starting off by understanding what makes Kenyan tea so unique.
Murang'a tea is very unique because it's grown on very high altitudes, approximately 2,400 meters above sea level, and that gives it very unique qualities. It's also grown on very well drained volcanic soils that gives it a different flavor, acidity and taste, and that is what makes it easy to brand it and to achieve a unique product worldwide, because it's difficult to match, particularly when you give it the geography of the landscape of Murang'a. You can't get it better.
Yeah, and so what we're talking about is, specialty tea, because, and you're perhaps the better tea expert between us. There's the black tea that we take every day. Then there's the orthodox tea, and there's the specialty tea, which I suppose is where you are at. Talk to us then about, changing tastes or evolving tastes, and why international consumers are particularly interested in specialties, and what this deal does for that, with things like traceability and origin, and how this takes Kenyan tea to the next level.
Thank you very much, Yvonne. So broadly, since independence, we have been growing mass tea. It's mass tea production, and it's a commodity that we put in 50 kilogram bags and export to be packaged. What we are really talking about is now premium specialty tea. It's flavors, it's brands. People are not really just consuming tea. It's about lifestyle. It's where our tea is consumed. It's by who consumes our tea, what events it is used. So it really becomes unique in that perspective, and it speaks of lifestyle as opposed to commodity. And that's why they're willing to pay many times the value of commodity teas. It's more speaks about the event where it is being consumed, like the way it was being consumed at State House, like the way we are launching it in a 7-star hotel in France on 18th of June. So that is what people are willing to pay for.
And they pay premium for it?
They pay premium for it because it's a premium experience. It's not an ordinary experience. It's in a premium event. So it is an accompaniment of everything in that event.
And with premium teas, things like origin matter in modern global markets, right?
Origin matters, and that is why we are talking of geographical indication, because it then says it's specifically produced here by this person. You can trace it all the way to production. You can trace it to the conditions under which it is produced, and so you could scientifically be able to prove that it's differentiated from any other quality. And that is what gives it uniqueness of geography. There is no other geography like that in the world. There is no longer the congruence of the conditions similar to that anywhere in the world. And that is the uniqueness of what is branded. It's the scarcity, because you will never produce in volume. You produce in terms of unique quality, because geography doesn't expand.
And that means you're able to get more value even from, say, for simple understanding, from a smaller piece of land. So it's not about mass, it's about value.
It's about price. Revenue is a function of quantity or price. What we are really playing on is not on quantity. Yes, we are focused on quality, but it's the price that you could be able. And that is why it's specialty tea. If you look at the hotel, will be launching this Moranga tea in France. It's a 7-star hotel. The person coming there has no pain of pain. He wants something that speaks to him. The greatest value is in the branding of our tea. Is the story and the narrative we tell about our tea, how it's produced, the conditions. When somebody feels very special, he consumes unique tea, and they create loyalty to that brand. That is what you'll always find in their houses, because they can talk about the tea. They sell the story of the tea. But when we talk of mass production, it's just black tea. And that's why we lose value.
Right. And historically, in this sector, the Kenyan tea farmers have received such little value for the
100,000 tea farmers. And Equity has become what it has become. And he has chosen to pay back by transforming the lives and livelihoods of the farmers. And the only way we could do that is work with them and find niche farmer. This means significant increase in revenues, potential diversification where the farmer can put a cottage hotel and tourists come to see how the tea, the premium, the expensive world tea is produced, and so that diversification of streams of income can be very, very transformational for the farmer.
Well, there you have it. From Moranga to Paris, one of the key agreements signed during the Africa Forward Summit, enabling Kenyan tea to finally earn its premium place and premium position on the global stage. That's Power Talk this week.